The company party was supposed to be just another formal event. Music, small talk, and polite laughter echoing through the hotel ballroom. My wife, Zara, had been excited for weeks. She'd spent hours choosing her outfit and had talked endlessly about how important this night was for her career. I was proud of her. She worked hard and had recently started impressing her boss, Mr. Shahid, a man known for his charm and influence. When she asked me to come along, I didn't hesitate. I wanted to support her, even if these events weren't really my kind of evening. The room shimmered under golden lights, with the sound of live music and the murmur of executives mingling. Everyone seemed to know each other. Zara looked stunning and confident as she introduced me around. I watched her blend perfectly into the corporate world she'd worked so hard to enter. Then the band switched to a slower, livelier rhythm, and people began heading to the dance floor. That's when I noticed her boss approach. "Zara, come dance. It's your night to relax," he said with a grin. She hesitated for a moment, glanced at me, then smiled politely and joined him. I nodded, pretending I didn't mind, but inside, a small knot formed in my chest. It wasn't jealousy, it was discomfort. Watching my wife dance with another man, even if it was just professional courtesy, wasn't easy. The rest of the team laughed and cheered as they spun across the floor, clearly having fun. I tried to focus on my drink and remind myself that this was normal for these circles. But then something shifted. The ballroom doors opened, and a woman entered, tall, graceful, and dressed in a simple black gown that turned heads instantly. Whispers rippled through the crowd. It was Mr. Shahid's assistant, Layla, known in the company for her quiet professionalism and sharp intelligence. The moment she stepped in, Shahid's expression changed completely. He froze mid-spin, almost forgetting Zara was standing right in front of him. The band played on, but the atmosphere changed subtly, like a wave moving through the room. Layla approached with a confident smile, greeting a few colleagues before walking straight toward them. Zara stepped back slightly, sensing the shift. "Mr. Shahid," she said warmly, "I didn't realize the team was having such a lively night." He stumbled over his words, trying to sound composed, but his flustered tone said everything. Whatever charm he had been showing on the dance floor vanished in an instant. Zara, quick to read the room, smiled politely and excused herself from the dance. She walked back to me, holding her composure, her face calm but her eyes saying everything. I handed her a glass of juice. "Everything all right?" I asked quietly. She nodded, letting out a small, controlled laugh. "Let's just say I think his focus has shifted," she whispered. As we stood together, I realized something. She wasn't embarrassed. She was relieved. She had danced only to maintain appearances, to keep her boss in good spirits, but that short interruption had given her a chance to step back gracefully. We stayed for another hour, watching from the sidelines as Layla and Shahid's dynamic played out in full view of the room. It didn't take long for people to start whispering, not about my wife anymore, but about the awkward tension between him and his assistant. On the drive home, Zara was quiet for a while. Then she said, "You know, sometimes you think impressing someone at work will open doors, but it just reminds you of where you don't belong." I smiled and squeezed her hand. "You belong exactly where people respect you, not where they test your dignity." She looked out the window, the city lights reflecting in her eyes, and nodded. That night, I understood that respect isn't built through gestures on a dance floor or charm in public. It's built through quiet choices. Zara didn't need to make a scene or explain herself. Her grace did that for her. And in that crowded ballroom full of noise and ambition, she stood out for all the right reasons.